Pineapple steak fajitas is what we're making today. First, we cut up lime into quarter wedges for our marinade, our flavor profile, and as a garnish to finish our plates. Next, we start picking cilantro to put in our mixture of our marinade to marinate our flank steaks. Fine chop those into our marinated oil. Next, we start to cut up an onion for our fajitas mix. Peel the outer skin off, maybe the second layer too, depending how bad it is. As you see in this picture here. Next, cut off the tips of the jalapenos, because once we char these up and grill them, we don't have to worry about those. And those there are 2 flank steaks, about 7 ounces each. Good decent sized piece of meat for what we're about to do today. So the liquid at the bottom is pineapple juice, not oil, pineapple juice from the whole pineapple we bought. That right there is a mixture of olive oil, thyme, and rosemary, and whole smashed garlic cloves. And you see here we put on the pineapple for that citrusy taste and that acidity that we need to marinate, which will help marinate this tough piece of meat since it's a flank steak, obviously. Next, we squeeze some fresh lime wedges in them, about 2 or 3 depending, doesn't really matter. And then you pour over that mixture I told you about earlier before, the thyme, the rosemary, and the smashed garlic and the olive oil over the top. Let it sit for about 15 minutes in the refrigerator. Next, we grill up some red and green peppers, and we here we got some applewood smoked wood here. We're getting ready for when we put the meat on. So you soak these in my water for about 10 minutes. Sprinkle them on the hot coals that you've been letting get heated, as you see here. Next, we put on the steak, put them on the hottest parts to get those nice grill marks. So yeah, so you can already tell that the lime juice and the pineapple juice already started marinating, since it's like a grayish pinkish color now, since it's been sitting in the marinade for about 15-20 minutes. And then after that, we salt and pepper, obviously. And then we take the first steak and we make a bed using the thyme and rosemary as the blockage of from the flames, and then we use the pineapples on top of the thyme and rosemary and garlic to add that smoky flavor into the meat. So basically we char one side and we turn it off the char side on top of the pineapples and let the steak absorb those oxygens, that smoke of the flavor of the thyme, the pineapple, the rosemary, and the garlic all in one. And this is both of them on the pineapple also again. Just let all that good smoke soak into that good, beautiful meat. Then I sprinkle, squeeze another little lime wedge over the top of that. You know, to keep it authentic, the real OG of it. And then after a while, I let the meat rest. Then I cut into it, prepare it to be sauteed with the red peppers and the white and red onion later. As you can see, I got the meat, a beautiful medium rare here, because it's my forte. It's what I do best. Meat is my thing. You got some Spanish rice boiling up here at the end. And then I'm about to grill these green onions as a garnish. And yes, they may be eaten, of course. It's a vegetable, so don't be afraid. Salt and pepper, of course. Toss them on the grill. Get those nice grill marks going, you know. And now we're sauteing the red and yellow onions. Actually, they're not white, they're yellow. As you can see here, you can smell it if you could. Add a little quarter stick of butter. Cut open an avocado. Twist and turn. Take the chef knife. And then you want to cut it right down the middle. Make your lines, as you can see, vertical. And then take a spoon and try to ease your way around to coat the avocado and take it out in one. But sometimes no one as good as me can do that in one. And then you take your red pepper after being grilled and cooled and vertically slice it. And then you take your green pepper and do the same way also. Add the red peppers to the onions, and then you add the green peppers right after that also. Toss those around, give those a quick stir. And then add your medium rare steak to finish it off in the saute pan. And then add your El Pato jalapeno sauce. Give it that sauciness, that fajita taste to it, that authenticity that you love. And then you stir all that around. You bring it up to a medium well. The steak, of course. And then next we're going to chop up the roasted pineapple we did on the grill, the charredness of it. And we use that as a garnish actually. So give it that sweetness but that char flavor at the same time, something that you can't mess up. And this is our finished product here.